All right, welcome back, everybody. Let's make it another winning day. And sadly, it's business as usual. We got another NFL legend dead. This time, the champion of the 1960 season. Of course, Super Bowl 60 in 2 days. And notice he went to Duke. We all know what's up with Duke this year. He went to Duke. Let's look at the resume for Sonny Jorgensen. Same birthday as Kobe. That's interesting. We know the Super Bowl's on the anniversary of them putting up the Kobe statue, and Kobe's birthday was the day the Super Bowl was essentially set. That was the day of the Seahawks' big comeback over the Rams, which was the NFC Championship, and it was the day Trump declared the Patriot games. He's from North Carolina, like where Drake May went, where Mac Hollins went, where Bill Belichick got sent to embarrass himself. 43rd overall pick and a member of the Hall of Fame in 83. So we're coming up on the 43rd anniversary. Remember, football equals 43. So does Seattle Seahawks. UNC's got that 43 connection too. Again, that's one of the Seahawks narratives, is just that they did the Madden simulation on the anniversary of them winning their only Super Bowl 2-2. They have a chance to become 2-2 in Super Bowls. They won that game with 43 points. The Madden simulation was them barely winning as time expired at the goal line, 23-20, 43 points. Remember, football equals 43, so does Seattle Seahawks. Yeah, conservative play with the Patriots is to take them with the points. There is a strong relationship with 4 and 60, and they are a 4-point dog. But let's look at that NFL 1960 championship game. Eagles over the Packers. And hold on, he played for the Eagles and Washington. So he didn't win. Washington didn't win that season. Another bird team won that season. And remember, the Eagles have the 49 connection like Washington. And sadly, we put in a midseason future. The guy who called in and told us about the Jewish rapper early in the season who put out the $106 song from Seattle, I mean, he was right on the money. And Seattle did look the part pretty much all year. But again, we thought it was going to be Pats and Eagles midseason. Instead, it's Pats and Seahawks. But yeah, Eagles 49, just like Washington. And there's a lot of parallels to Super Bowl 52, which was the Eagles over the Patriots. And there's a lot of parallels with the Packers and the Seahawks. I've always called the Seahawks the Packers farm team. So it is interesting that that was the matchup that year. Okay, so yeah, might be something more to think about. The 1960 champion, Sonny Jorgensen, is dead. Just before the game. And here, let's see real quick. Christian Adolf Jorgensen III is his real name. Here, let's just run some numbers real quick on this. 183 with the whole thing. If Pats win, they're going to be 18-3. Christian Adolf Jorgensen III. That 144 stands out. I'm not sure about these other numbers up here. Yeah, of course, 144 has the score to 12. A lot of 12 on this game. All right, and then Sonny's how he's known. The modern era NFL began in 1970. No one's going to question the death of a 91-year-old. That's why they do this. He was in his 92nd year of life, like Seattle Seahawks is 92. And just out of curiosity, how many days are we from the college basketball championship, which we fully expect to be Duke and Arizona at this point? 59 days or a span of 60. How about that? Okay. Jorgensen's 41-49 like Super Bowl. Both numbers big on the game. Sonny 87-48 and 24 like Seahawks. And then there's that magic 21 that's all over the game. Again, Vrabel hasn't won a Super Bowl for 21 years. I'm sure you guys saw all the work I've done on 21, so I won't repeat it. But, yeah, how amazing. All right, so yeah, I would like to think about scores a lot for the Super Bowl in this stream. I think marinating on scores because again, if you can hit an exact score, which I think is well within reach, knowing I really like 21 to show up for one of the teams. So if we got half of it correct, figuring out the other half, it's there, it's within reach. Again, you hit an exact score, you guys. $1 becomes almost $100 alone. It's usually around 70 to 80 bucks. Sometimes it can be more than 100 if it's like a rare exotic score. But that's the beauty of the dollar parlay. If you can have an exact score and you're locked in on maybe a few player props, some other things you like, that's when you can start to turn $1 into several $100s. And that is yours truly's favorite way to play. So anyway, let's talk about what's in the NBA today. Maybe we can add some more college basketball games. Streaks have been hot. Elohim tapped into the streak thing. It's not always as hot as it is, but it is hot right now. We got a 9-date numerology so look for streaks of 9. The paths are 18 and 54, both breaking down to 9. The lesser date numerology is 34, which funny enough is the 9th Fibonacci number. It's the 6th. If 6 was 9, if Jimi Hendrix was here. It's Friday. Friday can really like that 63 and 36. 99 can also play. It's Venus Day. Sometimes the Venus numbers play. You got the 18-date numerology as well, which goes with Venus 18, and the 54-date numerology, which also goes with Venus, to be fair. Heat and Celtics. We talked about how if the Heat won the last game, they'd probably be in best position to get the 34th win over the Heat. Usually a win narrative beats a stay narrative or a loss narrative. It does look like there's a lot on both sides, but I think ultimately picking up that 34th win is the top clue. And hold up real quick. I got to go back to Sonny Jorgensen. I just want to see where he's from real quick. Oh, yeah. Wilmington, North Carolina. We knew that. All right. Sorry. So, yeah, I think getting the 34th win is the top clue. That's what I think. I think that's the top clue there. And if he did go Heat, I'd take him at plus 9.5 on the 9-date. The Pistons and the Knicks. Knicks can win that 9th straight. So that's probably the top clue here. Getting that 9th straight. I didn't even write it down, but they can also get their 34th win on the lesser date numerology at 34. I didn't even write that down. Knicks can get 34th win. So I got to lean that way. 9th straight on the 9-date. And there are a few things, that are a little bit worrisome here too. There usually are, but the streaks have been pretty good. I think the Timberwolves blew a streak narrative, and there hasn't been a lot of other blown ones. That was one I remember in the last week. It seemed like all the rest of them came in. The Bucks, I hate this Bucks team. I don't really want to mess with this game. I put them on top just because I saw a little bit more for them, but I don't like it. I don't trust this Bucks team one bit. The Pelicans and the Timberwolves. I saw the Pelicans were a 9.5-point dog on 9-date numerology, so I just went there with the points. I see plenty of narrative on both sides. I won't be surprised one bit if the T-Wolves get that 33rd win. Pelicans 137, the 33rd prime. But if I got to play it, I just like that. I like the 9.5, I think. But I don't really like the game either because there's too much narrative on both sides. I always like those one-way streets. The 29 has been playing with the Blazers is Gematria 32 has been pointing out. Grizzlies could stay on 29. Now, staying's never the best, but if the Blazers do go down, they're going to get their 54th loss in the series on a 54-date numerology. And again, to be fair, Venus does have that 54 connection. You could tease the Grizzlies up to plus 9.5 on the 9-date. They're a 6.5-point dog. The 9 and 18 could play against them, but yeah, 29 hasn't been too bad. And, Kings in 24 usually wins. So I got to lean towards the Clippers getting the 24th win here. Yeah, I got to lean towards that. That's what usually happens. LA in 13 can play. That's where it's a little bit like, man, it's up against the 13 though, but I think the 24 is a bit better. So if I did go Kings, I'd tease them up one more point to plus 4.5 just because LA likes 4. You saw a 4-point game yesterday with the Sixers and Lakers. Sixers covered versus the Lakers yesterday. I like what I see here for this New York matchup, St. John's and UConn. New York, 222, New York 111. Both those numbers playing for St. John's, who can get their 18th win on the 18 date and win their 9th straight on the 9 date. You can take them with the points too. You could tease them up a little bit if you wanted to get cute. But yeah, they look like they can do it. So VCU has the 18s and 9s in their favor. They're a 7.5-point favorite. Belmont can win their 9th straight today. It's the only other team. I went through all the college basketball games. They're the only other team that can win their 9th straight today. And we can add some more games. Yeah, there's probably more out there. Wednesday was funky with the date numerology. It was kind of an abnormal thing, though, for it to be that off. And again, I'm still sad on Wednesday. I told you guys to look for the 143 upset narrative, and it was there in a major way. We just didn't look at the Portland Gonzaga game. And I should have known, man, because it was 143 days after the Pope's birthday to check that damn Catholic game. I still can't get over it. That Belmont also equals 81, you guys, just for the record. Square root of 9, if they can win their 9th straight. So yeah, let's open up the lines. Let's get some calls in here. If you guys have been dreaming up some scores you want to share, of course we'll do a lot more of this weekend too. But I just think if we can really get our brains marinating and zero in on a score, it's a good way for a small wager, big payout. I always love hitting the exact score. I believe Hot Hand Dave had it the year of the Vatican. Dave, did you call the 25-22 the year of the Vatican? I think Dave had it that year. I think Dave had the exact score for Super Bowl 58. Again, Vatican equals 25 and 47. We got 47 combined points, winning score 25-22 on the only ever Super Bowl played on the Vatican's birthday. What's up, Punk Rock?
Hey, Zach. Today I wanted to start with a couple things in the NBA. I see that the Pistons, they can get that 22nd home win, and Knicks equals 22.
Oh, boy. Man, wait. Oh, yeah, because they're actually 21-6. That's how oh, yeah. Oh, man. God, I hate that. Yeah, I got it written down there, but then it didn't register in my brain. Pistons can get, because again, you guys, they're showing the wrong records for a lot of NBA teams. Like we've pointed out at the top of the notes which ones are doing it.
You have it there in the notes that they are actually 21-6.
That's what I mean. I wrote it down, and then I still didn't put 2 and 2 together. Yeah, God, man, yeah. Ooh.
Big basketball number too. Overlap.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I think I just got that. Streaks have been winning, but man, that is hard to go against 22 and Knicks.
The game below that, the Bucks and the Pacers. There's a 36 in the series record. I think it's the Bucks picking up the 36th home loss, if I recall. Friday equals 36, forwards and backwards.
That's true. I did write that they can get the 36 loss, but I didn't write the Friday part. Yeah, I hate that Bucks team. I don't want to mess with them.
And
22 in the 22 in the Pistons game is, man, that is cause for concern.
I was looking at the Kings, and I saw that if they lose their next 4, they're going to be on a 14-game losing streak against Utah. Equals 14.
That's if the Kings lose the next 4?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good one. Yeah, that would make a lot of sense. Kings lose because so many streaks do go to 14.
Wait.
Here, let me double check it.
Wait, hold up. Aren't they on 13 losses too on the road in a row? Yeah. Because I remember tracking this when Elohim called in with the streak.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, they would lose their 14th straight. Kings lose next 4. They'll get 14th straight loss versus Utah. All right. Yeah, that makes some sense right there. So that could be a nice team to just follow for the continued L's. And some of those should have value because they're playing the Pelicans and the Jazz, who don't really have – yeah, those will be competitive games, so they'll probably have decent value. versus the Cavs, they'll probably be a nice significant dog. But okay,
Men's college basketball, UConn and St. John's.
uh-huh.
You have that St. John's can get their ninth straight victory.
Uh-huh.
UConn's win streak can end at 18 on this 18 date numerology, and Venus
Oh, I
equals
overlooked
18.
that. The UConn's on 18 straight, huh?
Yep.
That's a good one. Let's see. Yeah. Wow. Look at that streak of 18, huh?
So the one team getting the ninth straight win, other ends at 18, 9 and 18 date numerology.
How perfect. Okay.
Oh, and that game's on Fox too, ain't it? Fox equals 18 forwards, 9 in
Yeah.
reverse.
Yeah. That's all. Yeah, that's good.
I got a couple more games here for the men's.
Okay.
Dayton VCU. You said the 9s and the 8s or the 18s can play in that game. I was just gonna add that Dayton can stay on 15 wins. Rams equals 15. The team they're playing against. That's the VCU team name. The
Oh yeah,
Rams.
VCU Rams. That's right.
Uh,
Okay. What did you say?
Murray State, the next game. I forget who they play.
Murray State Racers.
Southern Illinois. That's who they play. Yeah, they the 18s.
Murray State playing Southern Illinois. They got the 18 in their favor. Southern Illinois could fall to 4-9 in the conference. Is that what you were saying? Oh, snap. Somehow you got removed. I don't know how that happened. Sorry, you got removed. What were you saying about Murray State?
No, I was saying the 9 and the 18s can play in their favor. The ninth
Yeah,
loss
the
in the
one threat
conference.
is staying on 9 in the conference, but they got 2 pickups versus 1-9. So
Well, with the 9 in the conference for Murray State, I was thinking they could improve to 10 and 4 because Southern Illinois Salukis. I don't know how to pronounce that team name, but their full team equals 104, and they can improve to 10 and 4.
let's take a
Murray
look
State.
at it. Let's take a look at it. Southern Illinois. Salukis, probably. What the hell's a Saluki anyway?
I don't know.
It's a dog. Okay. It's a weird looking dog. My guess is there's some horse racing going, or not, dog racing. Yeah, Southern Illinois. Yeah, okay, that makes it even better. Nice decode.
Yeah, so you got the date numerology and the gematria lining up.
Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. It's got some nice value. I'd much rather play that than this Knicks Pistons game. You know, after seeing the 22 oversight, I think I got to lead more towards the Pistons with the points, and maybe it is worth it to tease them up a little bit. 22 usually hits at the Knicks, but that's a tough scenario because you're up against that streak.
Yeah, to me that's a stay away game. I don't. What's the line on that game? So like 3.5.
Close. It's Knicks are a 1.5 point favorite. So
Yeah. Women's basketball, college basketball. I have a few games for that too.
women's basketball. Okay.
I guess we could start with the ranked game, Princeton, Pennsylvania. I see that Princeton can stay on 18 wins on the Super 18 date.
I see it. It's just a stay narrative though, so it's not a whole lot to bank on. Did you see any more than that?
Yeah, Princeton. Does it say they're 8-1 in their conference?
I see 6-1.
Oh, Princeton is 8-1 at home. They can fall to 8-2 at home. And Pennsylvania Quakers equals 82.
Okay. They could also get the 9th win, but yeah, okay, the gematria. So 18 overall, and Okay.
But Pennsylvania can improve to 5-3 on the road. Pennsylvania equals 53.
Okay. Okay. Let's see here. This is women.
Now that I review that game, it doesn't seem too strong. Now that I see the 9 right there.
Yeah, I think you are on the better side of it, but it's a bit iffy. So,
Mm-hmm. Uh, yeah, there's better games out here. I got a couple more to share when you finish that. Yeah, that 82 and the 53, they're both in the most pure cipher. So,
yeah, that's what's nice.
hmm uh, next game. Now that you just brought up that football player's death from Wilmington, North Carolina, I was going to go to the UNC Wilmington at Charleston game.
Is this women or men?
Women.
There's women also. Okay.
hmm Uh,
Okay. Go ahead. I'm listening.
yeah, UNC Wilmington, they can snap their 9-game losing streak
I see
on
they got the
9
9
date.
and 18 there too, huh?
Yep, date numerology too on the surface.
They must have some value. They got to be a pretty big dog. So this looks like it would be some kind of upset here.
Yeah, on the day that that quarterback just died.
Sonny Jorgensen from Wilmington. Wilmington NC died today. Uh, you said they're on a 9-game losing streak?
Yeah, yep. They can snap that. They can if they win today, they snap that.
This is a dollar parlay type of game right here. It's got to have good value. Okay.
And to be fair, Charleston can improve to 9-0 at home on the 9 date numerology, and UNC Wilmington Seahawks, the full team name equals 90.
They're the Seahawks?
Yeah, they are the Seahawks. Yo,
Well, think about
oh,
that now
what
with
the
the death of
hell
this guy.
And don't his first name equal 24? And he died 24 weeks after his birthday.
Yeah, that's
Oh my
business as
god.
usual, unfortunately.
What the
UNC
hell, man?
Seahawks. Unbelievable.
I totally forgot their team name was the Seahawks.
Oh, is the men's team playing too? Because maybe we should take a look at both of
I
these games.
I don't think the men's are playing. You could take a look. I decoded all the men's games, but I didn't see
They must play
UNC.
tomorrow.
Maybe they play on the day of the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they're not playing tomorrow either. Let me see. Huh. They're not playing on that day either. When do they play? UNC Wilmington men's basketball schedule. They play Monday. They play Charleston next, the day after the Super Bowl on 9-2, like Seattle Seahawks has that 92 connection.
I was thinking if there was anything with the Drake game in college, because I know they play today in the men's college basketball, but I couldn't find anything that really connected to the Super Bowl anyway.
This Pennsylvania game is also really a dollar parlay scenario because they are a big dog.
Yeah, I do have one more game if you don't mind.
Okay.
Actually, yeah. Elon at North Carolina, A&T.
Is this women's or men's?
It's women's. The rest of it is women's.
Okay. Okay.
North Carolina can improve to 4-6 in their conference. Elon equals 46, and Phoenix equals 46, their team name.
The Elon Phoenix.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
And North Carolina can also improve to 6-5 at home. Elon Phoenix equals 65.
Okay.
It's like a mega gematria riddle right there. And I also see that North Carolina, they can get their 9th win overall in the 98.
North Carolina, yeah, they can get that 9th win. Yep. Okay.
Oh, one last game. I promise it's the last game too. William Mary and Towson.
Okay. Got
Both
9 on both
teams,
sides in this one.
but both teams can become 5-5 in the conference. William and Mary equals 55 in
I
the
still
most
can't believe
fearful.
that Green Bay was 7-7 on both sides on 7 date numerology failed. It was like, what is going on? This is crazy. It doesn't happen.
Oh,
William and Mary equals 55.
yep.
Usually this kind of stuff does hit. That Green Bay game the other day really annoyed me. Not to mention the favorite. It was the favorite. They had all that 7-7 in their favor, and it's like, what? What?
Yeah, the nines can play on either side in that game too. So I'm not putting huge emphasis on the nines, but it's really that 55 thing that gets me.
Yeah, this game must have value because they're about the same. Okay.
Yep. Those are really all my observations for today on
All
my
right, you went big
D2s.
on the women's.
If I find some, I heard you want people to call in with NFL scores, so if I have anything, I'll do some research. If I find anything, I'll let you know.
All right, buddy.
Yep.
Appreciate it. All right, we got Gabe, Elohim 208, Chris Scruggs, George Jones, Ace, Gematria 31. What's up, Gabe?
Yo, Zach, what up?
Yeah, what's up, man?
You covered that Benghazi news I seen.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So, Knicks. I've been covering the Knicks with the 9/11 rituals
Uh-huh.
to get their 9th win streak.
Yeah.
If they win today, they will go 1-1 versus the Pistons this season.
Yeah.
It's span 149 days since 9/11. Mike Brown could stay on 322 losses. So today is also 2-6, right? How many days was it when 9/11 happened? Did the United States attack? Did they, go in?
October 7th, so
That was
must have been 26
26,
days later.
26 days.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Hey,
Knicks
Gabe,
can go.
Gabe, I'm going to be back in 30 seconds. Keep dropping the knowledge. I'll be right back. Go ahead.
Yeah. So Knicks can go 223 versus the Pistons all time on the 403rd game. Bush is the 43rd president. Knicks can go 85-105 on the road versus the Pistons. 9/11 is 105. Templar is 85. Knicks can get their four win this month, 4-0, 4 planes on 9/11. And JB Bickerstaff shares the same birthday with Osama bin Laden. 333 days ago from his last birthday. Well, Bush was in office for 33 weeks and 3 days when 9/11 happened. Pistons can fall 2-2 this month, and Knicks can go 49-44 versus the Pistons since 9/11, including playoffs. Detroit is 44. The Twin Towers open up on 4-4. JB Bickerstaff can get his 52nd loss with Pistons. Terrace is 52. So, yeah, I like Knicks to get their 9-win streak and go 1-1 versus the Pistons this season.
Yeah, that was my initial thought. I do worry about that 20-second home win for the Pistons.
Well, Pistons can go 2-2 with the loss this month.
That's true, but the true 22 is that 22nd home win. That game's tough to me. But yeah, you've been mostly calling them right here, following this 9/11 stuff. I trust your instincts. You've been doing well.
Well, like I said, they're going to meet the Pacers next, the Pistons. I'm sorry, the Knicks.
The Knicks play the Celtics next in 33 land, Massachusetts.
Yeah, they play them. Then they play the Pacers, which is on the 41 day of the year. 9,011 days since Timothy McVeigh was executed.
I see something for the Pistons that stands out to me. If they win the next two, they're going to get their 39th win over Charlotte.
Yeah. Well, the Knicks are +3 now. I think Cat is out. I'm still going with the Knicks. And with all this 9/11 terrorist things that are happening, I did catch Al Horford with the Warriors. They did an interview on him yesterday after the Warriors game, and he said, They said, who do you like to win? And he said, I like the Patriots to win. It's 118 days from his next birthday. Yesterday,
okay,
right?
he played for Boston. Is Horford still with Boston?
No, he's with Warriors.
With the Warriors now, okay, but he used to be with Boston, so okay.
Yeah.
I can't
So
believe
he's
he's
the
still in the
Boston
league.
guy.
How old is Al Horford? I mean, good God, how old is he?
He's like 40, 41, something like that.
He got to be older than that. No, he's got to be older than that.
Yeah,
Let me
well,
see.
I
he's
don't know if you can
39.
watch.
Oh, 39. Remember, 39 is a big number on this Super Bowl. Okay.
Yeah, it's 39 day of the year.
Yep.
Like I said, there's a lot of 9/11 things happening. He did say he likes the Patriots to win 28-24, and the Warriors went 28-24, and Super Bowl 49, the Patriots won 28-24.
Yeah, I talked about how it could be the same score, be total mockery.
Well, he did say that last night. And
He thinks Patriots are going to win 28-24?
Yeah, and the Warriors won 28-24 that same day.
Or that became their record?
Yeah, yesterday.
Their record became 28-24.
Yeah, and they came back from like a 14-point deficit.
Remember, Drake in college basketball just had the 19-point comeback like Seattle's 19. Is it going to be a comeback?
And yesterday was the comeback of the anniversary of Tom Brady, was it not?
February 5th. February 5th. That was the day. 25 points. Comeback.
Yeah, a lot of parallels with the Warriors and the Patriots, with Matt Collins yelling out Warriors.
Okay.
So
okay.
Yeah, like I said, I like the Knicks to continue this win streak with all this 9/11 stuff that are happening. Now there's something, I don't know if there's something they're staying in the San Jose area, and there was just a shooting not too long ago, a guy named Mohammed. So it makes me wonder what's really going on. And it was on near Highway 87. Number of the beast is 87. So that leads to the Levi Stadium. Just makes me think. But yeah, I like the Patriots as well. So with all the 9/11 stuff that's happening.
Okay.
And the Knicks could get their 222 win since the Benghazi attack. The guy that they just caught, his name in a pure cipher is 222.
Yeah. It's all sync with the Superior General.
Yeah. All right, that's it, man.
All right, appreciate it.
Yeah. All right, man.
I see if the Pelicans drop the next 3, they're going to get that 43rd loss versus the Heat. Miami Heat 43. I think I forgot to look ahead when I did the notes this morning. I don't think it went through this element, which I normally do. Let's see here. Let's get some more people in and I'll double check all this. All right, here's Mr. Streaks.
Yo, Hubbard.
Yo,
you can hear me?
I can always hear you.
Hey, man, how about them Senators, man?
Yeah. How about my call? They covered, but you were right. The Senators won.
Yeah. How about them Hornets?
Hornets looked good yesterday.
Yeah. They're picking up that 8th straight. Now they're going to Atlanta on 15 away losses.
Yeah, the streaks have been
Um,
hot.
But Zach, I really caught him, man. So boom. So earlier this week, we just saw Carlito Alcaraz become the youngest to win 4 career Grand Slam. In the same week, there's a potential for Drake May to also become the youngest in the same week. By the way, become the youngest to win the Super Bowl. What do you think about that?
Last year there was a major parallel with what they did. A three-peat got broken up last year, and then a three-peat got broken up in the Super Bowl. So,
Yo,
probably-
look at your 509 phone right quick. I just sent you a picture. Look at your 509 phone. It's urgent.
it's urgent.
What were you talking about with Rabel and the Force?
He's trying to win his 4th Super Bowl.
Yo, Zach, look at the picture I just sent you.
He hasn't won a Super Bowl for 21 years. Going to be the Patriots' 21st game tomorrow.
You see the picture I just sent you?
I'm opening up my phone. I'm slow. Hold on.
Well, Drake May.
3 wins versus top 5 defenses. How about 4
Hold on.
versus 6?
You see the caption?
Yeah,
they
he'd have
put-
4 versus 6 if he did it. And, you know, a little bit of Tom Brady tribute, little Tom Brady.
Yeah, so I just found it funny they put that up today on the NFL. Can he make it 4? So, you know, he can also pick up that 4th as well.
I almost feel like a lot of these pros on TV, these guys in the suits, because everybody's on the Seahawks for the most part. Every 5 pundits are for the Seahawks versus one guy thinking the Patriots have a shot. But a lot of them have the same line, and it's almost like they're mocking the fans as they drop it. They keep pointing out that they don't think the Patriots can hang with Seattle's defense, and almost everybody's saying the same thing. Like, they have arguably either the 1st or 2nd best defense, and the other would be Houston. It's like, okay, so the Patriots already beat Houston. I mean,
Yo, Zach.
yeah.
Yo, put on remove Tom Brady, type in New England Patriots.
I know what it equals. What are we trying to do here?
Okay, now stay there. Now open a new tab and type in go on StatMuse and type in Missoula record.
What? Type in Missoula record?
Yep, the coach of the
Missoula.
Boston Celtics.
Oh, Joe Missoula. I
Yep.
see.
Yeah, type in Missoula record and StatMuse.
The coach of the Celtics.
Look what happens if he wins his next 2.
Yeah, I think you nailed it there. You nailed it. That's a nail. Maybe I better look at the coaches here. Yeah. When do the Celtics play again?
They play Sunday on the Super Bowl day,
yeah.
Zach.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So
Chalk it up. 35th win for Tom Brady. Super Bowl equals 35. Yeah. That's a good one.
So also, guys, whenever we do the stream tomorrow, pay attention to everybody that calls in with the Seahawks. Pay attention to every caller, guys. Pay attention, because you can see who's the agents tomorrow. You understand? So, but yeah, I found that interesting that if the Celtics win the next 2, Missoula record is literally New England Patriots the day of the Super Bowl. So
That's a really good one. That is a really good one, you guys.
So,
He'd
you
stay on
guys are going
he'd stay on
against-
90. Hold up, he'd stay on 99 total losses too, because that's also New England, including the postseason.
yo,
And
Zach, you guys are going against the Knicks, picking up the 9th straight.
I don't want to go against. I said I don't want to mess with it. I don't want to go against 22. 22 hits hard with the Knicks. That is tough. And like I said, if the Pistons win the next 2, they're going to get their 39th win over the Hornets. We've seen 39 and Hornets playing like a mother. I mean, that's a tough scenario. Streaks. You're right. The streaks have been hot. So go with your instincts. I mean, the streaks are doing better than they normally do historically. I'll tell you that much. They're not normally this consistent.
Yeah, I'm not going against the Knicks, picking up the 9th straight on the 9-date.
Well, you bet. I think the only game you've lost here in the last week and a half doing this has been that Timberwolves game. But
Yeah, that's just not a good
You might
organization
wanna,
to
if you
bet your
like want to
money.
get multiple cards, you might want to have a little hedge card out there with the Pistons tonight, just in case, because their narrative is not too bad either.
Yeah, that's the Portland Trailblazers not really a good organization for me to put my money on anymore after that happens. Um, but yeah, the Knicks look good today, in my opinion.
Did you
Uh,
guys know they're talking about Portland might lose its basketball team to Seattle? Oh no.
but yeah, you can't go against Drake May picking up that 21st. I mean, they just also, I mean, they were just talking about it on the ESPN how well, even after the game, how 10 years ago he was in Santa Clara watching the game. Now he can win his first Super Bowl in Santa Clara 10 years later. What a script. What a script. So I hope they even go down even more so we can live bet them. So um anyways, Zach, Missoula record being perfect the day of the Super Bowl.
And getting the 35th win of the year. Super Bowl and
Yeah.
football equal 35 like Tom Brady. Just like how they had to tell you that earthquake just happened 35 miles from where both teams are staying. So, yeah.
Yeah. But yesterday, great day. Man, great day yesterday, man. Senators, Golden Knights, Cap. I can't believe you went against the Capitals. Now I know the 27 was there, but I'm
You
not
know
gonna
what?
lie,
That
Zach.
27, I think I mentioned it yesterday in the 7. The 27 has missed a lot this year with Capitals games. I've never seen it miss so much. So you got to be real weary of the 27 in a Capitals game this year. I don't know what this is all about, but it's missing too much.
Yeah, but the lock of the day was the Hornets at +1. I caught them at +140. But that was the lock of the day yesterday, picking up
Penguins
the eighth
looked strong
straight.
yesterday too. I was really liking that Penguins game yesterday.
I can't believe the Sixers blew it at the end. I really thought they were gonna pick up that 6th straight.
I saw that where like it was almost tied up with a few minutes left, and then they get beat by 12. It's like, okay.
Wait, who got beat by 12?
The Mavs and the Spurs were locked up with like 3 minutes left in the game. And then
Yeah. The Mavs. I had the Spurs there. The Mavs picked up the 6th straight. I took the Sixers with the points. I'm glad I did. But yeah,
yeah,
they covered
that
at
was a
four
good
and a
play to
half.
take them with the points because the LA 4 thing. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I took them 4.5.
Penguins put a whooping on the Sabres yesterday.
Yeah,
Islanders,
that
26 has been red hot with the Devils. It won again yesterday. Islanders stayed on 26 total losses.
that Pistons game got me. I should have never betted with them, but that 37 on both sides. But the Wizards not picking that up, and
I told you to play the Wizard. I told you that Wizards
yeah,
game was
you're
worth
right.
a
You're
play
right.
yesterday. They had a lot of value. The Panthers, to me, were I'm not shocked the Lightning won, but I thought the Panthers would do better than that. They got their asses kicked.
Yeah, but I think the Celtics are locked today, guys. I don't usually like saying
That
it.
ritual is perfect because we see them do this every year with the NBA. God, I am so annoyed with the commercials just going off instantly. It just drives me insane. Every time you change the page, the commercial's blaring. Yeah, that Celtics Super Bowl ritual is.
Is there the tippity top of the headline today is Brunson hosting no
You know what else?
the,
Hold on. Before you go to that thought, the Celtics, that next game's at home, isn't it?
pretty sure
They can get their 18th home win. Patriots equals 171, the 18th triangular. And if the Pats win the Super Bowl, going to be their 18th win of the year. And don't forget, Superior General equals 183. Like they'd go 18-3. They'd get the 153rd win for home teams of the season. Jesuit Order 153. Vrabel is Jesuit educated.
All right, well but that was all my observation today, man. Can't wait for Sunday, man. Should be a nice I haven't looked forward to a Sunday like this in a while. So anyways, good luck to everybody.
All right, yeah. The banks are closed on Sunday, so you can't flirt with the cashiers. 18 in the loss column and 18 in the home wins. Double 18, like the Pats going for the 18th win. And Dave's been talking about that 18 championship thing. What's up, 208?
Hey, just want to throw out a quick observation. The last time Patriots and Seahawks played was on Pete Carroll's 73rd birthday. September 15th, 2024.
The last time the Patriots and Seahawks played was on Carroll's 73rd birthday. Is that what I just heard?
Yep.
God.
And Hunter Henry scored, and that was exactly 73 weeks from the Super Bowl. September 15th, 2024 to the Super Bowl, 73 weeks on the nose. And
73 weeks to the Super Bowl?
Yep.
God.
And Hunter Henry scored in that game for the Patriots.
What the hell's going on with the Patriots?
I just wanted to throw out, like, maybe he scores in the Super Bowl because he has 47 regular season touchdowns, 1 in the playoffs. He could get his 49th receiving touchdown of his career. Hunter Henry, number 85 for National Football League.
Yeah, and you know who's the 41st pick of the draft?
Jokic, what?
Is Jokic playing in the Super Bowl? He must have been a
No.
late acquisition. Yeah, Jokic was the 41st pick of the draft, but I'm talking about out on the field for the Super Bowl.
I don't off the top of my head.
Walker. So he's another guy to look out for in player props.
Jake Bobo is like plus money, number 19, like a long shot to score, but he could get his 6th of his career, the 21st. 20,
12, 6th composite, 21's the 6th triangular. 6 could be big as well in the Super Bowl. Yeah, Pete Carroll, he's got that September. He was the clue. Damn, man, I knew when he got hired 131 days from his birthday, there was something to it. I knew it wasn't the Raiders. I was like, we brought it up in the offseason. I said, there's something to it. Wow, that's crazy.
But yeah, on his 73rd birthday. And the Seattle won that game 23-20, 43 showing up always.
Look at that, 511 days later, the Saturn number, which is 73 weeks. Crazy.
Yeah, man. That's really all I had. Just wanted to bring that to your attention.
Yeah, it's a good one. Pete Carroll from the Bay Area, too. Yep, another 73, the 21st prime. Brady played his only game in Seattle on the 73rd day of his age back in 2012. Just all this. Wow. That's funny that the score was 20-23. That's what the Madden simulation score was. If you got Pats with the points and they lose 20-23, you're in business. Again, 43rd pick of the draft, dead 43 years after making the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I'm not going against that 21 with Drake May, though. No way.
Well, you're not going against it if you take them with the points. It's just a more cautious approach. But, yeah, it's a lot better payout if they win. So
I would like put a ticket for both, honestly, just to be safe, take them with the points. But then,
it's like I said yesterday, man, I mean, as dialed in as we are on this 21 thing, I think if you're real smart about 21s and do your homework, come up with, dream up some scenarios where the 21, 12, 6 stuff all is. I think all those numbers are going to flow in this game. Again, you got $10. You break it into 10 ones. You come up with 10 different bets that are $1 that pay between 50 and 100. I mean, you don't got to do it. It's not too many things you got to put on there. If you can hit an exact score, if you can hit some of these dead-on player props, if we get a so there's a lot of ways to turn the small bill into the big bill and ride in the 21 thing. Because, it's just so obvious how important it is here. You just found even more that how perfect this is. This is a joke. So.
Yep. I don't know. The analogy I always kind of put in my brain is I lay out all the scenarios kind of in like a checkerboard, I guess, and just try to cover all your spaces.
Exactly. And look at that, too. Just 20 points scored in the 20th meeting. Here we come in the 21st. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's always about Brady, too, because Brady equals 23. Brady retired after 23 years at age 45 with the over-under at 45.5 and a spread of 4.5. And like I keep saying, just the first Super Bowl with 2 Mikes as coach in Super Bowl 45. And now, something to think about that is the NFC did win that game. They did beat they did beat the Steelers, and the Patriots did lose to the Steelers on the 21st of the year, the day of the Charlie Kirk Memorial. So, anyway,
yeah, all that 10-14 stuff I was watching from the stream yesterday. Like I rewound it.
But yeah, that's a good addition. That's a good addition right there.
Crazy. Well, that's all I had. I'll let other people get on. Thank you. I hope you have a good day.
Yeah, nice work, man. All right. What's up, Chris?
Hey, Zach, how's it going?
Going well. How are you doing?
pretty good. And Zach, thanks for pointing out the other day that about the Scott Laidlaw death and how they announced it on February 2nd. I believe that they waited to announce his death because Scott Laidlaw beat the Broncos in Super Bowl 12, and then the Seahawks on the day that they announced the date beat the Broncos in Super Bowl 48. And Zach, for some reason, they keep aligning the Seahawks with the Dallas Cowboys. So when the Seahawks won their first Super Bowl, 2013, they won 13 regular season games. Dallas equals 13. And Pete Carroll became the third coach to win an NCAA championship and a Super Bowl. The only two other coaches that did it were Cowboys coaches, Jimmy Johnson and Barry Switzer. Jimmy Johnson, started his Super Bowl career with with back-to-back Super Bowls. His first Super Bowl, he blew out the Bills 52-17. Pete Carroll's first Super Bowl, he blew out the Broncos 43-8, and those are both 35-point wins. And so that's the connection with the Cowboys. Also, when the Seahawks went to the Super Bowl the first time, it was Super Bowl 40. It was the first Super Bowl on February 5th, and that was Roger Staubach's birthday. And also the Seahawks had a quarterback, Matt Hasselbeck. So it's just the similar names with Staubach and Hasselbeck.
Yeah.
So, and then just to add on to what he said about Pete Carroll, the first game the Patriots lose this season was versus Pete Carroll. It was Raiders. It was Raiders and Patriots.
Yep. Yeah.
And
by the way, you guys, just knowing your numbers for all you new people, 37 points in Super Bowl 12. You got to learn to just recognize these things. 37, the 12th prime. Again, Kraft going for his 37th postseason win in his 53rd postseason game. Patriots equals 37-53. How old was Brady when he beat the Seahawks? 37. Go ahead.
And also Brady had 37 completions in that game. But
it was 50 attempts, like San Francisco 50. Like here we are.
But at the same time, Zach, so when we look at the Super Bowl 12, the Cowboys beat the Broncos, and the Cowboys improved to 2-2 in Super Bowls. So the Seahawks can do the same thing. They can improve to 2-2 in Super Bowls. And the Broncos coach that year was Red Miller. It was his first year as head coach. He was 50 years old. It's the same thing with Mike Vrabel. He's 50 years old in his first year, and that's why I think they had the Patriots face Denver in Denver.
Mike Vrabel's not exactly a first-year coach, though. First year with the Patriots, but he has
right. First year. So it was Red Miller's first year with the Broncos. This is Vrabel's first year with the Patriots. They were both 50 years old. And Zach, the score of that game was 27-10. And Mike McDonald is 26-10 right now all time. So he can improve to 27-10 to pay tribute to the Super Bowl 12. And
Red Miller was literally a first-year coach that year. That was also the year Brady was born that season.
Right. And what Super Bowl?
You got to love it, too. Just Super Bowl 12 and 78. 78 is the 12th triangular number. Both teams in the game have 12 wins in the season. How perfect.
And let me see what else I had toward that. Zach. Okay, so the score of the game that Pete Carroll beat the Patriots, it was 20-13, and Drake May is 20-12, so he can fall to 20-13. 2013 is the last time Seahawks won a Super Bowl, so I think that's important. But another thing is Pete Carroll had the same birthday as Dan Marino.
Hold on. To be clear, it was the 2013-14 season, and really that's the Seahawks' best narrative is Darnold, number 14, winning them their second Super Bowl and getting to 1-4 versus the Pats because NFL does equal 14.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. And Zach, Pete Carroll is from San Francisco. He has the same birthday as Dan Marino. Zach, this Super Bowl is a complete match to Super Bowl 19 in terms of venue, quarterback ages, quarterback zodiacs, and divisions. So Super Bowl 19 was played in Stanford Stadium, in the Bay Area. This is in San Francisco. What's his name?
Now, if you're hold on, Super Bowl 19 or no, that was, I know Montana won that one, but was that the year they beat Miami?
Yes.
Okay, so the Seahawks started in Miami. That's interesting.
Yeah, Miami Seahawks. So the that Super Bowl was in Stanford Stadium. This is in Santa Clara. That Super Bowl, Joe Montana is 28 years old and a Gemini, and Sam Darnold is 28 years old, a Gemini. Dan Marino is 23 years old, a Virgo. Drake May, 23 years old, Virgo. The Dolphins lost the Super Bowl, improving, falling to 2 and 3 in Super Bowls. Patriots can get their 23rd playoff loss. Drake May just lost the league MVP vote by 1 vote. What's his name? Matt Stafford had 24 votes, and Drake May had 23 votes.
For the record, the last time a Ram quarterback won the MVP, the Patriots won the Super Bowl. That was 2001. And it seems like there's something big about 2001, since it seems like we're getting the same college championship as 2001.
Right. Yeah, so and then and like I'm saying, Super Bowl 19, you've always pointed out how the Seahawks love the 19, and the Seahawks were the 19th team to win a Super Bowl. And so I think that this is really aligned. And last few points I have, Zach, Patriots are 4-2 in white jerseys in the Super Bowl. They can fall to 4-3, and I think Seattle Seahawks equals 43.
It does. That's iffy, though, because we know that the Super Bowl is essentially set 52 days before the Super Bowl with that Patriot games call out, and that number connects to the president, the White House, the Pope. So you can make an argument either way there with the 5-2 or the 4-3.
Right. And, Darnold can pick up his 52nd win of all time, give Vrabel his 52nd loss all time. And lastly, Zach, the dark versus white jersey. So white jerseys have 37 wins in the Super Bowl, and dark jerseys are 22, have 22 wins. So they can improve. The dark jerseys can improve to 23 wins. Patriots can get their 23rd playoff loss.
That's interesting. That's interesting.
But even outside of the gematria standpoint, the Patriots have looked real bad in these playoffs. They were good in the regular season, but I just think facing up against a defense like this is going to be a tough ask for them to win.
Well, that's what the media keeps saying, too. It's the same as the Houston thing. A lot of you guys were on Houston. I kept telling you the Patriots are going to win the game. They won 16-3, and then they became 16-3 versus Houston. And I don't care what they look like. That's all just scripted bullshit out there, and that's what the whole media is selling right now, that they don't think this Patriots team can hang with the Seahawks defense. I know if Patriots win, they're going to clean house. And this reminds me of Super Bowl 48 because the media was all over the Broncos to win it. So it was almost the exact same scenario when the Seahawks wasted the Broncos. All the media was on the Broncos. There was hardly anyone who thought the Seahawks had a chance. And it's just like the 2 times the Patriots lost to the Giants. Everybody thought that was just going to be the dumbest Super Bowl ever, and it was going to be a blowout, and then the Patriots lose. So I never get caught up in those kind of storylines. Right.
But that's all I had, Zach.
Yeah. All right. Let him in.
All right. Thanks.
What's up, Razor?
Hey, boss man. Well, just to harp on what he was saying, I used to look at the game.
Make a point, though. This is a good point about how the first score was 20-13. That is what the Space's record could become if you lose. Go ahead, Razor.
Yeah, I used to look at the games kind of similar to what he was saying. I did see similarities with Seahawks and Dallas. And point being, right, this is the 60th. So the first one was the Ice Bowl. So here we have Drake, the Iceman, and facing number 11, who played for the Cowboys. He's got this big Dallas Star tattooed to his forearm. And I heard the guy being interviewed. Oh, Cowboys haven't won in a while, huh? And are you going to remove that tattoo if you win? Or, and he said, no, it was something like that. But the point being, Green Bay, right? So Kraft cheese, just stuff like that. But in the end, it's about a narrative. Zach, you'll get a kick out of this. So the Super Bowl is like a circus, right, in town? The Cirque du Soleil is in town. I was driving in the Redmond area, and so I saw the big tent. I'm like, they always have a name for it, right? So I know this has to do with the Super Bowl because it just popped up the tent, right? The week before the Super Bowl. The name of this show is called Echo. You know what I mean? So here's a rematch. So we're going to echo what happened the first time around. And I'm from Boston for the audience, right? So I know about the Patriots. I knew this was a 9/11 team. So I saw them going to the Super Bowl months ago because they became 9/11 on Patriot Act Day. So I'm like, oh, Jesus, okay. Anyway, I'm driving to work in the morning on the radio for about 10 minutes. I'm hearing, the people talking. And so they say, they're talking about the Super Bowl. And so they say, oh, Green Day is opening. And so the guy says, I hope they play American Idiot. And then they go on to talk about Skid Row, and they play the song 18 in Life. And so to me, this is all code, meaning I know from Boston, when Boston won, they called them the Idiots, the Boston Red Sox. And then 18, this is all about the 18th win for the Patriots, right? They're the only team that can win number 18. So I hear all that, and it's encoded, you know what I mean? So I'm hearing this talk of this life we're living is encoded. But we have the Super Bowl numbers. There's some for both sides, but in the end, there's a narrative being played out. Did you know there's a Star Wars Empire Strikes Back show you can buy tickets for? It starts in March. So I pointed this out when I saw the uniforms. They look like snow troopers. And you got the other caller, Bobo. So they got Boba Fett, and they got Skywalker, and they got the dark side defense. I mean, this is the narrative. They're going to play out the Empire Strikes Back narrative where the bad guys win, right? Luke Skywalker loses a hand. So is Walker going to fumble the ball in a pivotal point in the game? I lost my train of thought, but basically they're running.
That would be funny. A little Star Wars trivia. Okay.
And they
Star
said,
Wars has the big 47 connection. Seattle, the team from the 47th parallel. That would be funny.
Yeah, and they said Han Solo was frozen, right? So ice. It's just they're running out that narrative. So yeah, we have the gematria numbers for both sides. But in the end, there's a narrative being played out. And so I feel that's one of the narratives. There's many of them, but the Charlie Kirk assassination being the biggest narrative. And it's just a slam dunk for me with this thing. But it's so funny. The world we live in is so encoded. Even the people talking on the radio, I can hear it's encoded. It's like innuendo, the way they speak and present everything.
Hold on. I got somebody sent me a piece of information I got to share with you. Levi Strauss. I played in Levi's Stadium, named after Levi Strauss. He died at 73, guys. 73, okay? First of all, that 21st prime. But then he died 212 days after his birthday, like Seattle, Washington is 212. Remember, we looked at that song, $150 from the Seattle Jewish rapper, who came out this season, and he mentioned 212 in the song, of course, 106. Or 106 times 2 is 212. But that also means that he died 153 days. I don't know what you're doing with your sound, man. It sounds crazy. Razor, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm just on a cell phone. I don't know what's going on.
He died 153 days before his birthday. That's just like the Jesuit there is going for his 153rd win. Mike Vrabel. Anyway, go ahead, Razor, but I did have to get that in there about Levi Strauss. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, there's the other angle, Levi's 501 jeans. Here's Drake May, 5'10". It's just Elvis, the flying Elvises, the logo of the Patriots. There's a lot of narratives and angles, but in the end, they're telling a story, and they're presenting the Empire Strikes Back narrative here. It's quite clear. So the good guys don't do well in the end of this one. So Skywalker and Bob, Han Solo is frozen. So, I would just follow whatever narrative you think they're playing out. And if you see the movie, you know how it ends. Well, then you know how it ends. So I think this one's a slam dunk anyway. But that's all I have. Just funny, the encoded world we live in.
All right. I appreciate it, Razor. Thanks, man.
Later.
All right, we got George.
What's going on, Zach? Can you hear me?
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, see, they did it again yesterday. Kevin Durant, I knew he was going to cash on his points. So, for some reason, it's a hit or miss now on their date numerology, but the next day, they go over,
Well,
they hit
35
they.
Thursday, dude. He loves
Yeah,
Thursday.
yeah,
35
yeah.
Thursday.
And Michael Porter, he didn't do what he was supposed to do yet. He had a bad game on his date numerology. So I think, like Austin Reeves, right? There we go. Austin Reeves. He didn't know. That's another candidate. Austin Reeves didn't do good on his date numerology. But then yesterday, Luka get fake hurt. He goes off for 35 points on 35 Thursday.
There you go.
So, yeah, man, but that's another observation I've been noticing. If they don't hit their props on a date numerology, it's always almost guaranteed the next time they play, they hit they over on their points or whatever they supposed to be good at.
Okay.
And today I like the Clippers, and I think I like Kawhi over his three. So I like Kawhi to hit 3 threes today.
Okay.
Oh, that's all I had.
All right. Appreciate it,
All
George.
right. No problem.
Appreciate it. What's up, Deshaun? Deshaun? Hello? Deshaun? Well, he's figuring it out. Let's get Hot Hand Dave in here. What's up, Dave?
Hey, what's up, Zach?
Hey, man.
First thing, Billy Ray Barnes is from North Carolina. He was the first death before the playoffs.
Right.
So that's 2 North Carolina guys.
Yeah.
The Raiders just hired Clint Kubiak. He's the offensive coordinator for the Seahawks.
You know, both these North Carolina guys played for the Eagles and the Redskins, too. What's up with that?
His dad, Gary Kubiak, was the head coach for the Broncos in Super Bowl 50.
Okay.
Brady's statue was on 8/8. August 8th.
Okay.
From Kobe's birthday to same with Sonny Jurgensen to the Super Bowl is 169 days. There's that 169 again.
Yeah. Yep.
From McDonald's birthday to Vrabel's is 49 days.
Okay.
So, Santa Clara area code is 408. Right now, the Seahawks have 408 points all-time scored against the Patriots.
The Patriots shut them out.
If the Seahawks score 13, that's 421.
82nd prime.
The earthquake from Oakland to Santa Clara was at 7:01 a.m.
421st minute.
Yes. And then Pope Francis's death, the Queen's birthday, Prince's death, and then Rome's birthday. All 421.
Tony Romo, born on Rome's birthday. The first Rams quarterback, Roman, to win the MVP, died the day before Rome's birthday. It's crazy how they've been doing this stuff over all these years.
So, yeah, Seahawks scored 13. That 421 shows up. Shout out to Simple Truth yesterday with that 537 decode. And,
in the playoffs, they'll be 577, the 106th prime.
Right. Super Bowl 55 had a combined total of 40 points.
Wouldn't it be something if Sam Darnold went to his old ways and just had a horrible game and they lost 27-13, 27 weeks after Brady's birthday? It's possible.
Yes, because what's been the New York Shooter was 27 years old.
Yeah, again, Brady won Super Bowl 39 at age 27 over a different bird team, the Eagles, and 27-13. I mean, that could work. That could work.
That's 40 points.
Darnold, number 14, loses by 14. Chris Collinsworth calling the game, who said he was hooking up with all kinds of 14-year-old girls as a rookie. If you guys don't know that, look up that interview. I think the whole Epstein thing's a hoax. It'd be more likely that Chris Collinsworth is the real guy. Go watch his rookie interview talking about how he's killing it with 14-year-old girls. And of course, NFL equals 14. But yeah, he is calling the game. So I find that interesting in light of Darnold number 14 out there.
Yeah, so that's my score for the weekend, 27-13. That's 577, Zach. Oh my God.
Score, but that score's got legs. It's got legs.
That's 577. I can't pass that up. That's 40 points. Even the Eagles scored 40 points last year.
Just for the record, we've done things like that, the prime number relationship with the year and stuff, and it hasn't hit, but we've been close. So, I mean, it could hit this year. They could do that. It's just, you know, I mean, you can risk a few dollars on a few exact scores. The one thing that score is missing is a 21, but there's other ways they could pay tribute to the 21 if it doesn't show up in the score. But yeah, I hear the 27-13.
Well, the 21, I've got one for the 21 as well. The first earthquake was at 627. 276. That's a difference of 21 if it's 27-6. But for the Seahawks to make that 421, Zach, I don't know. I can't pass that up. That 421's been big, especially with the Pope's death at 88. Didn't you see? Brady's statue on 88.
Okay.
So the 276, that's the 217th composite. 217. Look at the number the numbers for 217. That's the 1,327th prime, 1327.
What number's the 217th composite?
276.
Okay, that's the 23rd triangular number.
And see how it's got the 345 as well? That's the address for the New York City building that was shot up.
How do we hit the 276?
Well, that was the first earthquake was at 627.
Yeah, I don't know about shuffling around the numbers to get back to 276, but okay.
Well, but I did ask before. I asked you about the 276 before the earthquake stuff, and I can't remember why I asked you about the 276, but it popped in my head. But that's I know why, because it's the 217th composite, and you just had Scott Laidlow. That's Jordan's birthday. That's the start of the year of the horse. That 217.
Okay.
And its prime is 1327.
Okay.
So that's why I'm on that 27-13 score there.
It does have some legs. It does have some legs. Super Bowl 40, guys, where it all began with this streak of Seahawks and Pope. That was Super Bowl 40. And the Steelers did win that game with 21. They did win 21-10. So it's interesting how those numbers are there.
Well, the Pope's Augustinian. St. Augustine of Hippo in the most pure is 103.
Okay.
His name is also 302. That's the 239th composite.
Okay.
So, them winning by 14, that's what I think. The Patriots win by 14. Indiana won by 6.
Okay.
The Flag's birthdays, and then the Patriots win by 14. So the first two games would be 6 and 14.
Okay.
Also, 14 is the 7th composite.
Yeah.
And then it's also the 43. Not today, Satan.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, that's what I got. I like that a lot. Also, I gave you the 333 thing. Tom Brady ended his career with 333 career regular season starts.
Right.
Bill Belichick ended his NFL career on 333 wins.
Yeah.
Buffalo just hired Joe Brady, where Tom Brady is 33-3 versus Buffalo.
Right.
3 times 3 times 3 is 27.
Bears Bills has some legs for next year. I like the Bears part of it a lot more, but both teams with the 18 connection, they had that ritual together the Heisman weekend. I'm wondering about it for 61, the 18th prime. We'll see.
Belichick's record in the playoffs with the Pats is 30-12, 3-1-2.
Okay.
The Patriots could pick up the 30th win for the AFC. 30 is the 19th composite.
Okay.
Super Bowl 58 ended in regulation 19-19.
Okay.
58 like the Pope.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I'm thinking. 27-13. I was thinking the 40 points before Arthur said what he said, but that just makes it too good.
Okay.
They got the 106th win at home and that 106. I really, yeah. And then,
Governor's birthday. It's the governor's birthday. Her name is 106.
yeah, and it just seems too weird that, both these Eagles that are dead in their 90s are from North Carolina.
Yeah, and both played for the Eagles and Washington. A bird
Yeah.
Washington. The Seahawks and Washington State.
Oh, also, last thing, I saw that the NFL is taking off the end racism off the field, and they're putting the 250th America on the field, like
Okay.
patriotism.
Okay.
So yeah, I saw that too.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it for me though.
All right. Appreciate it, Dave. Good luck,
Oh,
man.
last thing, Zach. Drake might have a good possible upset tonight. If you want to look at that game.
Drake and men's college basketball.
Yeah, they play Illinois State. But that's it for me, Zach.
All right. Remember, Drake had the 19-point comeback recently in light of Drake May going up against the 19 City. It's funny, they're 12-12, big number on the game. Brady born in 77 if they win.
Well, remember the second earthquake was at 6:29. That's the 389th minute of the day. 389 is 77's prime.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah. If Illinois State loses, they're 7-6. The Seahawks' first season was 76. So.
Well, the score was 40-22 last year.
Yeah.
40 is the 27th composite. 22 is the 13th composite.
Okay. For 27 weeks after Brady's birthday. Okay.
Okay, that's it for me.
All right. Thanks, Dave.
I appreciate you. Bye.
Remember, Sam Darnold, the Jet, now plays in Seattle, where the Jets are made at Boeing, which were big in 9/11. Again, Carroll coached the Jets, the Patriots, and the Seahawks. He coached at USC, where Darnold went. And yeah, Namath did wear 12. We were looking at that image the NFL put out the other day with the Super Bowl and Namath in the picture with Brady. It's like, okay, 2 12s. So the 12s are the number that is the Seahawks narrative. But again, you got to fade the 41. It's just like fading the 57 in the World Series. It's really not a smart move. Because I've never seen a true 41 lose in the Super Bowl. I've never seen a true 41 lose. The 141 you could say the Seahawks have is they did beat the hosting team with 41 points. So it's sort of there, but it's the Patriots who can get the 41st postseason win. What's up, Gematria 32?
Yeah, you think that the Pelicans play Miami in 3 games? You think they could get the 43rd loss? Miami Heat equals 43.
What is this point about the Heat?
Does the Miami Heat equal 43 in Gematria?
I have a note up here about 43 in the Heat.
You put it down already?
I put it down. What happens if a team loses a few more games? How they get their 43rd loss versus the Heat, the Pelicans.
Hold up. I didn't refresh the notes.
Yeah, I did that in the stream.
Fuck. All right.
That's probably what's going to happen. They probably are going to get their 43rd loss.
Yeah,
you could argue that's the better narrative, but I still think the Pelicans got a shot to cover today at plus 9.5. But yeah.
Yeah, so if they do, they have a shot at that the 16, right? Because they're on 13, 16.
Yeah, they got to win the next 3 to get the 16th win over the Heat. That's probably not as likely with a 13-40 team.
Yeah, this is crazy. Do you remember the story about Marv Albert? What he did?
I mean, there's a lot of stories about Marv Albert.
Remember when he dressed up as a woman and bit a woman on her back in a hotel?
I didn't know about that story. Okay.
Yeah, then they let him get right back on TV. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't know about that.
Horrible. About the Benghazi thing, you know that Benghazi, Libya, Benghazi equals 121, and it's 121 days till Gaddafi's birthday. I think his
Perfect.
birthday is June 7th, I think, if that's correct. That's pretty crazy, right?
Yeah, it is.
I think also real quick, I think Trump called Obama ape today, or he put up a picture of him and then deleted it.
He called Obama an ape?
Yeah, I think he put a photo of an ape, or he called him an ape or something like that.
Really?
Yeah, I think
They're
that's
really
crazy.
trying to get people hot and mad. Okay.
I think
In
that's
Black
crazy
History
because
Month, huh?
I think Barack Hussein Obama III equals 129, and it's 129 days to Trump's birthday. Barack Hussein.
He did do it. Okay, this was in the news today. Okay.
Does Barack Hussein Obama III equal 129 in ordinal?
Well, the joke is obviously
No,
today's the 187th day of Obama's age, like Washington, D.C., like
Yes.
Society of Jesus. That's
Yes.
what they're doing with this.
Yeah, but it's interesting because no, it's President Barack Hussein Obama. No, scratch all that anyway. But the 187 is proper. It's proper. Yeah.
Okay.
Racial slur equals 42, right?
Uh-huh.
Amazing, Zach. Great work. Good luck, you guys, on the Super Bowl.
All right, man. Appreciate it. What's up, Deshaun?
Oh, hey, Zach. How's it going?
It's going well. What's up?
I have an exotic bet idea for the Gatorade shower for the coach.
Okay.
What are your thoughts about water? Because of all the ice raids going on, and I think the U.S. got hit with like a record-breaking ice storm.
Well, if the Seahawks are meant to win, I could see it being water because it's the rainy city and water equals 22, like they get to 2-2. So if you like the Seahawks winning, that water could make a lot of sense.
But also on FanDuel, though, they have a category that says clear/water. The word clear is 39 and 21. It fits in with the 21 stuff you were talking about.
Okay.
Another idea for the a halftime score. What about was it 16-9? What was Drake May's Bible verse?
Proverbs 16:9.
Yeah. And I think that would be 25 points for the Pope and the 25th NFL season.
Okay.
As of now, that's all I got. Yeah, I just want to bring that up because you can make pretty good money off of the Gatorade shower.
I could, if the Seahawks were to win it and make it 2-2, that could happen against Seattle, the rainy city. So water does equal 68, like Seattle, Washington. It's a thought.
That's all I got, man. Thank you for taking my call.
All right, see you, man. What's up, Punk Rock? By the way, Mark Lewin, what is it? I got before you go, Punk Rock. What is this thing about? I mean, you have this comment. You do this a lot when you leave a comment. It's like anybody out there reading will be like, "What do you mean?" Because then it's like you have the 43 thing, which we get, and then what is the 599th freaking prime? It's like, what are you talking about? Like what? What? It didn't have anything to do with the two sentences you wrote prior. Do you know what he's talking about, Punk Rock?
Sounds mentally ill to me. I'm just being perfectly honest.
That's why, Mark, when you leave comments like this, you make the community look goofy. What is the freaking mic drop? It's like, maybe in the insane asylum, but okay.
Yeah. So I was just gonna say that the Knicks game, or not the Knicks game, the Celtics and the Heat. The Celtics, if they win tonight, they're going to improve to 17-8 at home before they play the Knicks. New York Knicks equals 178.
Okay.
And going to football, I was going to say that if the Seahawks do beat the Patriots are going to fall to 6-6 in Super Bowls, like you said, in their 66th season. But their record would also fall to 17-4 for the season. And those are number of the beast numbers. They kind of had the same thing lining up with the Eagles last year, but never went through.
Yeah.
They are playing Seattle, though, the land of the Beastquake. So I wonder if that ties in.
Yeah, or the 7-5, because the Niners, their last Super Bowl was the 75th season with 75 points, winning it 49-26. Brady was a kid back then as a 49ers fan, and again, that game was 179 days after Brady's birthday, the 41st prime. So, and did you see what they did the other night with the San Francisco school? Instead of hitting the 7-5 thing, they lose the 75 points. I was like, come on.
They do that a lot.
I
remember they did that on.
Like 75.
I remember they did that on Saturnalia. They had like the Kings scored like 93 or something, and they had a 93 if they would have won.
Yeah.
They do that all the time. I was gonna say though, the Patriots, 21 is gonna be a big thing. We all know. I would say either one of the number 21s on either team are probably gonna get a pick or some key defensive play. I would say that would happen, or there would be 21 in the game, the final score. And if the Patriots score 21, they're going to be on 444 all-time points versus the Seahawks. And I just remember them doing that 444 ritual in the start of the season, the first game.
Okay, yeah. A lot of 44 at the start, yeah.
And of course, we know that 4 equals 60. What was it? Moses Malone when he won the NBA Finals. So 4.
That was their Kobe turned 4.
Oh, he turned 4 that year.
And then he died 4 years before Kobe died, and his death was 213 days before Kobe played his last game in the 2-1-3.
Yeah, so I expect that 21 to be playing huge in the Super Bowl. Maybe if there was like 39 points in the game, paying tribute to the 39th day of the year in Super Bowl 39. Maybe it would be like, well, what is that, 21-18? I don't know how the 18 would factor in. Maybe it could just be a 4-point game though. 4
Yeah, it could.
60.
I made the huge point about this when Kobe died with Moses Malone, how 4 and 60 are so important. Moses Malone died at 60. Kobe scored 60 in his last game, and again, Kobe played that game 213 days after he died. So.
And it is interesting because Seattle is currently 19-19 in the playoffs of the
39th postseason game.
Yeah.
Remember, you guys, they paid major tribute to Super Bowl 39, which the Patriots won over the Eagles, a different bird team. Arizona 39, also 42. Brady became 4-2. Vrabel hasn't won a Super Bowl since Super Bowl 39. It's going to be the Seahawks' 39th postseason game. It's 21 years since Vrabel won it with Brady. There's some other 39 thing I think I'm forgetting right now. But, yeah, I mean, so within this group of numbers is no doubt the score clue.
Yeah, I was just going to say that if the Patriots did win by 4, they were going to be they're going to be plus 19 versus Seattle all time. Seattle 19.
They would be the Seahawks lead 11-9.
No, I think the Patriots.
Oh, you're talking about the point differential.
Yeah, the point differential. Yeah.
Okay.
So that makes a lot of sense. Are we doing player props at all right now, or are we going to save that?
This stream needs to end because we're way over time. I mean, we're going to do way more NFL streams this weekend, but yeah, we'll do a lot more. I got to get back to work and finish up the rest of my notes.
All right, I think I'm going to call in about player props when we get closer to the Super Bowl then.
Okay.
But yeah, that's all I wanted to call in with.
If you want to bank the Super Bowl on 43.97 being the 599th prime market, it reminds me of the other year when you faded what we were locked in for Super Bowl 58 and you were going with Indiana Jones rather than what the obvious narrative was, Joe Montana. you are so certain it was about Indiana Jones, which really made no sense. If you want to fade 41 for that, 41's never lost in the Super Bowl, just for the record, in the years we've been here. All right. Appreciate it, Punk Rock.
Yep, I'll see you
later, man. What's up, Ace? What's up, man? Uh-oh. I think we got it. Is it me or is it Ace? Oh, Ace, you muted yourself somehow. Somehow he muted himself. Let me see if I can unmute. Oh, he dropped all the way out. Al from New York.
Hey, Zach. Can you hear me?
Yeah, what's up?
All right, cool. I had a few observations just to the community to look into. You know how every year they have the Puppy Bowl, and the Puppy Bowl is like always right before the Super Bowl, and they have players like named after, they have dogs named after certain players.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
looked ahead at it right now. I'm sorry, I'm driving, but looked ahead at it a little while ago, and a lot of dogs are from the northeast side of the country. So I figured if there's a lot of names there.
It's
I
Puppy
figured
Bowl
if
22 for the record. There's that 22 for all you Seahawks guys.
yeah, I wanted the community to look into it because they always have a clue with that for some weird reason.
Didn't Patrick
Um,
McBones or something
yeah,
win it one of the years Mahomes won?
yeah, when he beat Purdy. Um, the other thing I wanted to mention related to the number 21, the Patriots, funny enough, the Patriots have a lot of like Latin players. They have Gonzalez and they have whatchamacallit. There's the safety, number 21, Jalen Hawkins. I think he might have a game. And
Well, remember both the 21s, you guys. One is Hawkins, who went to Cal, where the Super Bowl is, and the other is playing on the 60th day of his age. Witherspoon.
yeah, Hawkins was drafted by the Falcons, who the Patriots infamously came back against. And I don't know, I just think he might have a crazy game. He's also Panamanian, just to throw in more of the ice and Latin, all the conflicts that are going on around the country, and with Maduro and all that other stuff. But yeah, so no, I just really wanted to bring up the Puppy Bowl. People can look at it. There's a Discovery website that has all of them, all the dogs listed that are going to be competing, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be a hit there somewhere. Also, I just wanted to ask because I completely missed all of Dave's all his input. What score did he say that he loved again? Was it like
Are you talking
20?
Dave? What did Dave
Yeah,
say?
Hot Hand Dave. Yeah,
Dave likes Patriots to win 27-13.
27-13. Okay, sweet. All right, I'm gonna call back during the stream. I just really wanted to get the Puppy Bowl out there because we always catch it like right before the Super Bowl, but at least this gives us like a day or two ahead of clues.
Perfect. Yeah,
All right.
it's a good idea. Appreciate it, man.
Thanks, Zach. Later.
Yeah. All right, we got Ace back. We got Rich Lore, and then we got 510. What's up, Ace?
Yo, Zach, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
For whatever reason, I can't hear you, man. So I'm gonna just run these off real fast. For that UConn game, Coach Hurley, from Duke, the Duke guy North Carolina guy that died. This year, but to get real quick, UConn coach can get his 188th win over St. John's, and St. John's Red Storm equal 188. St. John's coach can stay on at 68 wins. UConn equals 68, and St. John's coach can get 317th loss, which is the 66 prime. New York equals 66. They're playing at Madison Square Garden tonight.
Okay. Oh, yeah, he can't hear me. So he came up with some alternative scenarios. I'll take the surface over the coaches, and that stuff, a lot of it was staying. So we got 18th win on the 18 date, becoming 18-5. I didn't even write that down. Basketball 185. They like that. 11-1. The New York numbers are screaming around the surface, and the streaks are perfect. Of St. John, I like the St. John scenario, and you can take them with the points or tease them up if you want. He can't hear me, so maybe that's all he had. I'll write some scares with the coaches. All right. We got Rich Lore. What's up, Rich Lore?
Hey, what's up, Zach? I was just gonna let you know when the conference championship game with the Patriots, number 41 Schooler made two key special teams plays to make tackles on the kickoff or punts, and it kind of, there were like momentum shifters because the Patriots didn't play good those games, but they were like low scoring, so that was like a pivotal. Schooler and his name, he's number 41, and his name Schooler equals 41 in reduction.
This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Yeah, 41 in the Super Bowl.
Yep, and you could play those clips back. You'll see like the announcers like, "Oh my God, Schooler!" Like and then they were down, and then the game completely shifted after that. But I already knew they were going to win once he made those
He
tackles.
played
But
at Oregon, Charlie Kirk's favorite school.
Yep. And the other thing is like I don't know if there's any there, but I feel like there might be something to the Epstein thing because that's like the story of the week. That's kind of why Trump is like tweeting stuff about Barack Obama, because it's just like kind of like the whole political theater right now is like, oh my gosh, the fallout from all these emails or whatever. So, but the last thing I wanted to say was last year, maybe we talked about this, I'm not sure, but the private jet crashed in Philadelphia prior to the Super Bowl, and then that kind of foreshadowed the Philadelphia Eagles winning the Super Bowl. I'm not sure if you recall, there was like a Mexican girl on the plane or something like that.
Yeah, it crashed on Roosevelt with a quadruple overlap with Super Bowl, and it was right after the other crash flying into the helicopter. The plane hitting the helicopter in D.C. And yeah, it was actually the foreshadowing that it was the Chiefs that were going to crash and burn. So there was a lot to it, but yeah.
Yeah. So, and I feel like there's a parallel there. Obviously we'll see, maybe we're wrong, but the parallel here is that there was a big crash with, I believe, attorneys or something like that in New England. I think it was in Maine. Like 6 people died on a private jet. It was definitely in New England. But it was relatively recently, and that's kind of like the parallel from last year that I could think of. But that's really all the thoughts that I had is just, Schooler, maybe we ought to think about Epstein a little bit. And then I think Robert Kraft was talked about in the news about it. And also just, this is the perfect distraction, of course.
Yeah, they just brought this story up again 2 days ago. It did crash in Maine. You said it took off in New England?
I'm not sure where it took off, but I know it crashed in New England because Maine is considered New England. But
it was flying to the Jesuits' home, Paris. So, yeah, there probably is something here.
I really liked what that guy had to say about narrative. Like, I mean, I don't want to say too much about it, but yeah, thank you, Zach.
All right, man. Appreciate it. All right, we got 510. What's up, 510? 510? Oh, he hung up. What's up, Ace?
Yo, Zach, I couldn't hear you, bro. I had to restart.
Okay.
But yeah, I just want to throw in the coach's narrative for that UConn St. John's game. But to add on to what Punk Rock added earlier with that Murray State game, I do like Murray State tonight. So they're playing Southern Illinois, and Southern Illinois can fall to 10-14. They're playing in Carbondale, Illinois, which equals 114.
This narrative, this is my kind of narrative right here. Nice gematria, more date numerology going one way. It looks pretty good to me.
Yes, sir. My favorite though is the Drake narrative that Dave brought up too. So you got Drake improving to 5-4 on the road on the 54 date numerology. Illinois equals 54. We already know about the 9s, the 18s, and the 6s. I'll skip that. But Illinois' coach can stay on 63 wins for Friday. Drake coach can stay on 72 win. No, Drake coach can get a 72nd win, which breaks down to 9.
Yeah.
Drake improving to 7-7 in conference. Their arena is CEFCU Arena. It equals 77. This is also their 105th meeting, which is the 77 composite. And Illinois State coach can get his 61st loss on the 18th date numerology, which 61 is the 18th prime. So Drake plus the points is my favorite. Then there's 2 more games. I like VCU too as well. Just simple things. A VCU coach can get his 61st win. That's the 18th prime. Dayton
Real quick,
Flyers equals
I
61.
couldn't talk to you. Did you see the notes for because you were going against the St. John's narrative?
Yeah. I saw it. I'm not going against. I probably won't even bet that game. I just wanted to throw in that coach stuff in there because Coach Hurley from Duke, the North Carolina stuff in the news. I just wanted to, put that
Okay.
devil's advocate out there. And also to go along with the crash thing that y'all was talking about last caller, like last year's Super Bowl, it felt like it had to do with plane crashes and stuff. This year, the ice storms, the immigration stuff, it seems like ice weather is going to be something to do with this one. Rain, Seattle, it rains a lot, things like that. But in North Carolina, the past freeze ice storm, whatever you want to call it, there was like 100-car pileup on an Interstate I-85. So maybe there's something in there that we can look into for the Super Bowl as well, since North Carolina seems to be tied with the Patriots and Drake May and Tom Brady, all his ties with North Carolina and stuff like that, Bill Belichick. So just wanted to bring that up too. But real quick, those two games I was talking about in basketball is first, Evansville is playing, I don't know how to say the school name, Valparaiso. That's how you
Evansville
say
Purple Aces.
it. Excuse me. But so Val is 10.5-point favorites right now, but Evansville got a good narrative. They can keep Val's coach on 34 wins. Indiana is 34. 34 is a lesser date. Val can stay on 23 wins. It's the 9th prime for the 9 date. And Evansville coach can get his 39th win, which 39 is the 26th prime. Today's date is written 2/6.
Must be the 26th composite.
Yeah, pop composite, my fault. But there is good narrative for Val to win too. So probably take Evansville and take them at that 9.5, maybe tease them up just to be safe. Because
Yeah, it looks like the current line is 10.5, so you can definitely take them with the points.
yes, sir. And then the other one is the Davidson Loyola Chicago game. Immediate narrative, I'm liking Davidson to win, but Loyola does have some interesting things. Like they can improve their road record to 2-6, like the date. Davidson currently is 6-7 at home. North Carolina equals 67 and 77. So if that hits, that 67 hit, then maybe the 77 can hit with a loss.
Okay.
And Loyola's coach can get his 90th win on a 9 date.
Okay.
And the last thing, Davidson, they can fall to 1-3 head-to-head. 13 is the 6th prime on the 6th day of the month. So I like those right there. And then the last thing I'm gonna bring up is I seen a stat that said there has been 21 defensive touchdowns in the Super Bowl. I know you talked a lot about 22 and number 21s on both sides, and it being 21 touchdowns. I thought that was kind of interesting. So maybe something else to look into.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I got, brother.
Appreciate it, Ace. Thanks, man.
Yes, sir. Take care.
And you guys are in the chat saying the player Brady Russell. I hate how they're breeding these. Doesn't it make you mad as a kid who worked hard at things and you realize you never had a shot because the whole game was already planned? They got guys like Hawkins and Brady Russell. Look at that, 48, just like Seahawks. 78, 12th triangular, 9/11, 156 prime, 168 like New York City. Seahawks won their Super Bowl in the Giants-Jets Stadium over the Colorado team in their 38th season. Brady Russell, man, that's got to have value if he scores. And that, again, man, just little dollar parlays here and there. Brady Russell on a goal. Imagine it's like the Madden simulation, and Brady Russell wins the game as time expires. And they're like, damn, that was so close to the Madden simulation too. Wow, Brady Russell. I hate these people. Brady Russell. God. I might have to start playing Madden so I know all the damn players in the league. That really is the way to play, learn people's names, play these damn video games. When you're highlighting through all the players, their names pop up on the screen. I need some friends to play Madden with. I guess at this day and age, you can just play on the internet, huh? Born in 98, like Patriots and New England Patriots and Tom Brady. Hold up. No, it's all right. Looks like he was undrafted, huh? Undrafted. 161 days is 23 weeks, isn't it? The Super Bowl is exactly 23 weeks after his birthday, like Brady's 23, who retired after 23 seasons. Isn't that right? 161 days is 23 weeks. Yeah. Brady Russell. Wow. Gematria 32.
What are you more comfortable? What are your thoughts on the Grizzlies? Because they play Denver. They play in Denver the next 4 games. So if they lose the next 3 out of 4, 32. What do you think? 32 or 33?
For which game?
The Grizzlies. They play Denver. I think that's their last game before the break too. They're on 29 losses. So you can see the 32 or the 33 playing, right?
1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, if they lose 3 of the next 4, 32 losses after Denver. They lost all 4. Oh, yeah.
More comfortable. All right. I follow Zach. All right. Thanks. I'll let you get back to it. Good luck, y'all.
Again, if you take Grizzlies, I go plus 9.5. Blazers games have been giving me fits lately. The Grizzlies have also been giving me headaches. So I think a lot of the better plays there in college basketball. I really like this narrative with the Celtics to win the next 2. That is a thing of beauty right there. That is a thing of beauty. Good job, Elohim. Knicks and Pistons is dangerous. The streak's been hot, which the Knicks have, but man, 22 in Boston, 22 in Boston definitely hits. 22 in Knicks also hits. I don't like Bucks games. Timberwolves have been annoying lately. 24 usually hits with the Kings. There's been a lot of good narratives, though, in the NBA that have failed lately. So I think the better plays are in college today. Do watch what this UNC Wilmington team does with the death of Sonny Jorgensen, who's from that town, and they are called the Seahawks there. So, yeah, that streak of 9 for Belmont. And again, you can go through and ride the date numerology, guys. I know it was off on Wednesday, but that was abnormal. Sometimes, so that's why we call it Wacky Wednesday sometimes. I suspect it's back on track today with the 9s and the 18s and how that, again, it's Venus Day too, where Venus has the 18 connection and 54. Again, if you want to put a card together with a whole bunch of college games, just writing date numerology, who has the stronger date numerology on the surface, I'd throw it in a round robin. It usually gets it done in college basketball, just keeping it surface level and simple. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow with way more for the NFL. If you guys are only on the $5 tier, you got a lot of information. If you want to get more, $11 tier for the sports notes for football, $20 tier to get the streams this weekend, and it's probably worth it. I mean, again, this is the one community where you can learn how to turn $1 into 100 quite often. All right, you guys. Until next time.